Alright, what's up guys? This is Madaz, and of course this is going to be the KONE Washout long video as promised. Apologize, didn't get a chance to get to it on Friday. Ran into a couple of things that I had to take care of first. But wow, it's been an amazing market for the past week plus or so. Usually during the summer, we generally expect that things will be kind of slower. People go on vacation, they don't come back usually until around Labor Day weekend in September. But I feel like this summer, with the market making new highs and everything just going crazy, we're given a really golden opportunity here to really take advantage of some really amazing action here during the summer. So, hey, I'm not going to complain. Great opportunities. Hope you guys have been taking full advantage of it. Like I said, usually in the summer, not too great, but this summer has been really good so far. At least starting this is the tip of the iceberg, I would say. I mean, hopefully this starts a new trend, a new bull market, and opportunities just keep coming left and right. And you guys been around since the good old penny stock days around 2011, 2010, 2011, 2012, and even 2014, back when awesome penny stocks and those penny stock promoters were around pumping stocks are like 1 cent, 10 cents. And that's how much the market was really it was really good for us back then, and hopefully we're going to head it back into that direction with things moving in the bullish direction now with the market. If we look at the SPY chart really quickly here, we can see that the market is looking really nice. New highs on the market. And you can see that the market pretty much in a nice grind up until 2015. That's when we got the little sideways, and that's when I kind of kept saying over and over again that it was getting a little bit more difficult with the plays kind of lacking in both price action and volume. And definitely last summer was pretty horrible in terms of the lack of volume as well. And this time around, looking a lot better. Market breaking out. Hopefully it can sustain this kind of action, make more highs, and in turn that'll probably give us more opportunities as people get more excited, more bullish, and they start buying stocks again. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. And right before that, I'm just going to describe the setup. So pretty much KONE, which is the stock that I'm going to be showing the live trading footage. KONE, really nice stock. Nice run the previous day. And I always keep stressing that every time the shorts kind of have this little late day fade, they always tend to start to feel like they're comfortable to hold this overnight. They start feeling like, okay, this thing is well off the highs. As you can see, KONE hit a high of around 1020, and it pretty much went straight down. A couple of weak bounces on lower volume. Not even much of a bounce after 3:30. Kept going down, closing in the low sevens. So that's pretty bad. 30% fade off the highs in a span of pretty much a little bit over an hour. So if you were short, you're probably going to be thinking, you know what, I'm in the clear. I could probably put in like some sort of stop loss kind of order, and I'll be feeling really good that the stock showed weakness going into the close, and I'll be able to comfortably hold overnight with a huge cushion in my favor. Well, fast forward to the next morning, and those of you that have watched my MGT video, which is pretty much the last washout long example that I provided, that's when I pretty much described the same exact setup, where the next day where the stock's gapping up and it keeps going up pre-market, and now the shorts have all of a sudden lost their cushion. As you can see here, the stock is now gapping up above that 1020 level, and it's grinding up higher and higher and higher. And this is gonna get the shorts caught. They're gonna be panicking, and they're gonna be freaking out, and they're gonna be covering. So the premise of this trade basically is, if this stock, as long as it doesn't get any bad news or it doesn't tank or collapse for whatever reason at the open, all the dips are gonna get bought up. Because the shorts are going to be freaking out, and they're going to be, oh shit, if we don't cover now, we might end up covering at 15, 16, 17, 20, who knows. So that's going to push the stock higher. That's going to create a lot of demand for the stock, and it's going to push it higher. As you can see what happened at the open. This dip right here, pre-market, pushed the stock back down from this pre-market higher around 12.25, 12.30. Pushed it down to around 10.30ish, and you can see at the open the shorts and also probably longs as well, trying to make a profit, pushed the stock from the 10s all the way up to almost $14. So, 35-40% gain pretty much right off the bat within 5-6 minutes. And that's just really, really nice volume here. Almost over 700,000 shares in the first 3-minute candle. So more than enough volume for you to play some size and get out enough liquidity for you to be able to make a very, very nice profit. So, like I said, very, very nice setup. All the dips would have been bought up. Nice spike at the open. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video and show you guys how I was able to pull this off. All right. So we pick it up here about 5 minutes. Speed it up here 2 times so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But pick it up here about 5 minutes to the open. Picked up about 1,300 shares as I saw that nice little dip from the 12.30 level down to the low mid-10s. I felt that was a nice dip buying opportunity against the previous support level, which is that high around 2 p.m. yesterday, like I pointed out, around 10:30. So I figured that would hold as support. I only loaded about 1,300 shares, looking for 2,000 total, just because the stock is sort of stalling a little bit here. In the event that it does collapse down to 9s, I won't be in a big hole, and I have some room to add maybe another 2,000 shares or so. But right now I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking that enough shorts will probably be underwater to the point where they would be supporting the stock against that previous day high around 2 p.m. at around 10:30. So I'm looking at that level to hold and look for his push higher as we move into the open and afterwards. So the 2 price levels that I'm looking at, 10:30, the low 9s as well. Now I got my full fill there. So I got a 1070 average with 2,000 shares on KONE. As you can see, stock pushing a little bit, defending that 1030-ish level. And definitely looking for the shorts to panic cover into the open, causing the spike, just like I illustrated in the MGT video. Same pattern over and over again, guys. Trading is not about being good at every single setup. It's about finding your 1 or 2 or a couple of setups that you feel are your bread and butter and just exploiting them over and over again. And this is definitely one of them. Taking advantage of the shorts caught in a bind here. And on top of that, longs probably chasing, adding to the buying pressure, as you will see very soon at the open. This thing will skyrocket. Here we go. Market's now open. Here's the skyrocket. Ready to go. 12s up. I did react a little bit slow here, I gotta be honest. I don't know, whatever reason else. Maybe I blinked. Maybe I had a bug in my eye. Who knows? But I was a little bit slow. I should have sold there in the 1220s, 1230s. Reacted a little bit slow. But put my order in at 12 to get rid of my pre-market shares. And I'll be looking to long again on the next dip. There you go. Sold my position. So there we go. $2,600 already locked in, only 1 minute into the day. And I'll be watching for the next dip here to go long again. So usually I don't play pre-market, but that was a pretty nice washout pre-market. So that's why I took a little small starter, 2,000 shares. But if I wasn't in the pre-market position, I'll be looking to get in right now on the next dip. So looking for the next washout, as the stock did touch 13s very briefly. Looking for a nice pullback. around VWAP would be nice. I think that's where I bought the stock. So VWAP currently at around 1130. Looking for an entry around there. There we go. Close to a VWAP test there. Giving it a second to confirm. There we go. Try to get in. Try to go in with some size here. 8,500 shares. As you will see very soon, I don't get my full fill. Wasn't aggressive enough with my limit order, so I just stick with the smaller position. Tried one more attempt. Don't want to chase it too much. So there you go. I just ended up opting to stick with the 1,973 shares. Just to illustrate the point that a lot of you guys, based on my MGT video, some of you guys said, "Oh, you're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. Of course, you're gonna make a nice profit." And what about us smaller account guys? Well, I just played a position with 2,000 shares from pre-market, and I sold it at the open for a quick $2,600. Now I'm in another 2,000 shares, so sub $25,000 principal on my position. Even if you had an account below PDT, you could have definitely pulled off this trade, as you see right here. Less than 2,000 shares, and a pretty nice profit here. I'm going to sell it on this nice little spike against that 13.7 resistance, which I picked out from the daily chart. Apologize, I forgot to mention that, but that was a resistance from one of the daily charts from back then. But there we go, locked in 6,000, just some change, right below 6,200 bucks. Barely 6 minutes into the day, and this time on positions that are more, modest in size. So definitely shows you guys that it's very possible to pull it off. You don't need to throw down hundreds of thousands of dollars, although it would have been really nice if I got that fill. 8,500 shares at 1120 would have been really nice. Would have been really nice to see. But I'll do pull off another scalp here, 500 shares. Add some nice big mag money, as you guys hear me say often, once in a while. But overall, very nice trade. Just identifying that the shorts caught in a bind, they're going to push the stock higher. They're going to cover on all the dips. Recognizing the buying pressure. Another little bonus trade here, I guess, on TCCO. Another partial fill. So definitely I wasn't aggressive enough on my buys. Not just today, but overall in the entire week. But even then, the market provided enough price action to allow for a smaller position, at least, to make a very substantial profit. So very nice to see that a position below $25,000 could still make $6,300 essentially in just 8-9 minutes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. So just want to keep this video short and sweet. Made a lot of similar explanations last time on my MGT video, so I just don't want to repeat myself. If you guys have any further questions, I'm more than happy to field your questions on Twitter. Try my best to respond to each and every one of you on Twitter, and also on the comments below on YouTube. I do prefer Twitter; it's a lot easier for me to check. But definitely I hope you guys found this video to be very informative. A lot of you guys ask me a lot on Twitter, how do you determine these washout longs? Like, how do you figure this out? How do you figure that out? And a lot of times it's the same question over and over again. Just watch the videos, guys. I try my best to do the explanations as well as I can. But overall, the premise is, if a stock looks really good on the short side, especially on the previous day, and it looks like the shorts are feeling good about themselves, especially with a late day fade, as you saw me explain earlier on KONE, put yourself in their shoes. If you're in a comfort zone and all of a sudden you wake up and you see your stock is gapped up well past your entry, and the stock keeps grinding up and it doesn't tank pre-market, well, like I said, you know, you're going to be freaking out and probably going to be looking to cover any chance you get. So any dip is probably going to get bought up. Now, is this always going to be the case? Of course not. But this is a very, very exploitable pattern that I see time and time again, and especially in more bullish markets where shorts are pretty much going against the tape. They're fighting against the tape. They're going to be more likely to be caught in a bind like you see here on KONE and a lot of these other stocks too. So that's pretty much the general idea, guys. Pretty simple concept. And then beyond that, it's just more or less determining your entry based on support and resistance and waiting for that nice little washout to get in and then sell on any pops. Don't get greedy. You know, don't overextend yourself and then let your winner turn into a loser. So that being said, guys, hopefully the market keeps giving us more and more opportunities. It's been an amazing week. It's probably been my best week in a very, very long time. So hopefully this keeps up and we'll all be millionaires soon enough. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.